Hola everyone, it's Bree. I decided to do a video on popping pimples. Yes, popping pimples. Technically, you aren't supposed to do that at all. And I am a licensed skincare specialist and I still fall victim to popping pimples. Because when I see a pimple on my face, it makes me want to die. And so I go to picking. And you are not supposed to pick your face, but there is a proper way to do so if you're going to decide to do it. And I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to treat an open wound after you pop the pimple to avoid excessive redness, to avoid getting pimples in other areas due to you popping that pimple in that particular area, because I've noticed that people go from a frying pan to a skillet when popping pimples. They pop a pimple in one area of their face and just leave it that way. They don't cleanse it, they don't use any type of astringent to calm the inflammation or to stop it from venturing off in other areas, and that's a definite no-no. I am acne prone and I understand the frustration of having pimples that hurt sometimes, they bother you, and when they just get abnormally big, you just can't take it anymore. So I'm going to tell you guys how to take care of it properly. So first and foremost, if you're going to pop a pimple, don't just leave it after you pop it, because like I said, you're going to go from a frying pan to a skillet, because what's going to happen is wherever you pop that pimple, it's going to spread. Wherever that sebum goes, well, because it's going to go somewhere. If you didn't wipe it off or cleanse it, it's going to go somewhere. So if you pop a pimple, you're going to end up with a cluster of pimples in another area if you don't use some type of astringent to calm it or to cleanse it. Do not use alcohol. Absolutely not. Do not use alcohol on your skin to cleanse an open wound. I don't care if it's a scratch on your face, any type of open wound, whether it be a scratch on your skin or just a pimple that you've popped. Don't use alcohol because it's too strong, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna exaggerate the redness, it's gonna exaggerate the inflammation that you're gonna get after you pop the pimple, and it's gonna exaggerate the irritation. And you want to avoid that. You want to get something that's going to calm the redness, that's going to stop the pain from the pimple, because I know they hurt, and you want something that's going to help it actually heal better. And alcohol isn't going to help it heal better, because the biggest problem with pimples aren't actually the pimples themselves, because after you pop the pimple, it's pretty much gone. But after you pop the pimple, you're going to end up seeing hyperpigmentation. And for those who don't know what hyperpigmentation is, it's that dark mark or that dark mark of demarcation that you get after the pimple. And that's the complete rip. Like, the mark is what takes the longest to go away. A hyperpigmentation mark can potentially take years to go away. And that's what you're trying to avoid. But with the proper skincare treatment or spot treatment after popping the pimple, you can avoid it being so dark, or you can avoid it even coming at all. So what you actually want to use as an astringent instead of alcohol would definitely be witch hazel. It looks like this. You can get it from any drugstore. It does last you a long time and only costs a couple dollars. And what you want to do is you want to take a cotton ball or anything that you can saturate it with, and just cleanse the area, cleanse the open wound with the witch hazel. Or if you have time, what I do is I cleanse that area with the witch hazel, and I actually just leave the cotton, the little speck of cotton saturated in the witch hazel on my skin, and it calms it down, the redness goes down, the irritation goes down, and it helps you to cleanse it. So do not use alcohol, use witch hazel instead. Another thing that you can do, you want to make sure you do a spot treatment. Whenever you're trying to pop a pimple, like, don't pop it before it comes to a head, because then you're just going to be pressing and pressing and pressing, and you're going to end up actually tearing your skin and pulling on it and causing more damage than the actual pimple itself. So make sure that you make it come to a head first. And the key to that is to use any type of spot treatment to bring it to the head. Would be something with benzoyl peroxide in it typically, and if you're sensitive to benzoyl peroxide, use something with salicylic acid in it, or any type of clay mask. Clay mask, what they do is they draw everything to the surface. Okay, it's a dry clay mask. Any clay mask. It could just be a clay, any plain clay that you can use just to dab on there. Put it on the night before or put it on for a couple hours and steam your skin with a really hot towel because that softens up the pus, it softens up the sebum, and then proceed to pop it. I know this sounds really gross, but this is the proper way to pop a pimple, and it's going to prevent you from getting that mark of demarcation after, and it's going to stop the pain and the irritation and the redness. So definitely is a spot treatment. The one that I use one that's called Oil Change. It's a sulfur mask. It has sulfur in it and it has benzoyl peroxide in it. It smells really funny, but I put it on my pimple before I go to bed, and by the morning it's hard into a head, and I'll just pop it, and then I'll use my astringent to put on after it. So that's it for popping pimples, but I'm gonna do another video about my daily skincare regimen because I've noticed that a lot of people I talk to don't know just your normal daily routine when cleansing skin. Just small tips that I can give you to narrow down your cosmetic selection, because I know when I first started getting into skincare, I would go into a drugstore and feel really overwhelmed by all the cosmetic products that are out there. So I'm going to give you some tips on what to look for in ingredients, because like Dr. Bowman says, she's a great dermatologist that wrote a book on skincare. If you have a Honda Accord, you can't take the same maintenance on a Honda Accord that you would on a Ford Escape. Everybody's different. Everybody has different skincare needs, and I'm going to explain to you what you need to do for your particular skin type. I'm also going to explain the importance of cleansing your skin before you go to bed, cleansing your skin before you apply makeup, and all that stuff. So look out for that video. I hope this helped you guys with spot treatments on pimples. Probably kind of gross, but please hit me up if you have any questions. If you were bored, let me know, because I want real, true opinions on my videos. So please let me know, and I'll catch you guys later.